What's going on? So, comedian George Wallace, who's been around forever in the day, forever in the day, but one of the funniest dudes done stand up. One of the few cats that crossed over that and kind of like was had grown folk words, but yet had crossover appeal. Very, very unique appeal that this man's been able to balance. But anyway, I think I did a video about it before, but I'm gonna do it again if I hadn't. He came on Pierre's show and he said that Johnny Carson was racist. He said Johnny Carson did not let him sit on his couch. He said he performed 3 times. He said only the people that were like Richard Pryor, because Eddie Murphy worked on NBC, you had to be a name or a crossover act, basically to sit on the couch like the Jackson 5, Bill Cosby, that kind of thing. But if you were just a regular brother that was doing comedy and you weren't in that connection, you wouldn't get on this couch. Do I believe him? Yes, I do. I thought Johnny Carson was the king of comedy. I got a chance to watch his show as a kid. It was a standard, the suits, the ownership, etc. But you got to remember, what they accept in terms of what they put you doesn't mean that they necessarily want you. You see. And in that day and era, which wasn't that long ago, you didn't have the half of the black folks you got today that are in the industry. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in the last 10 or so years at the Oscars, they still had an Oscar So White hashtag. Am I correct? What Jada Pinkett Smith was crying about in 2016. So we're not talking 1966, 76, 86 when Johnny Carson was prominent on TV and dominant. But that's a reminder of a not so distant past, how a lot of things are still kind of similar. So if he's running a show and he's got his production and he owns the stuff, well, he doesn't have a lot of black associations. Now, George Wallace said he got the 411 from Doc Severinsen, who was the band leader of the Tonight Show, and still the best band I ever heard on the Tonight Show, bar. FYI. Doc Severinsen's band was my standards, and then I like Kevin Eubanks' band afterwards. But Doc Severinsen's band was bringing it, and then I like the Eubanks band. But, when you see, it's different now because Jimmy Fallon has the Roots employed as the house band, but but so did Jay Leno with Kevin Eubanks. That doesn't make no difference. They still operate on the status quo. But what Johnny Carson did was standard. I think Dick Gregory talked about it. They wouldn't let you sit on the couch. They treated you like second-class citizens. You did entertaining, and you done, you go. So, can't say that I'm shocked or surprised. And George Wallace ain't got no reason to lie about how it was.